Our next presenter is Matthew Baker. Welcome him.
Hey, everybody.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do for a living? When did you join? Any prior real estate experience?
Okay, so I grew up in Central Texas. I'm an Aggie. I met my wife at A&M, and I got into the oil and gas business like good Aggies do, and I've been forging a 17-year career there. But somewhere along the way, I got dissatisfied with the rat race, as they call it, and very recently, I joined Lifestyles after many years of listening to Dell on the radio. I know that's a popular way of intaking the message of Lifestyles. Just, scrolling through the radio. I like talk radio, and Dell's message just kind of spoke to me, and I chose to attend a case study just like this one, and then eventually I got a membership and got going on my journey through real estate investment. So my wife she's just kind of along for the ride right now, but I'm the excited one. I've been really motivated over these last 16 months since I joined. I've gotten into a passive deal, and I've bought 6 houses in the last 14 months. So it's been a fun ride.
And you've done a great job of keeping the mentors in the loop too.
Definitely.
We get regular, and that's the one thing that you're not bugging us. When you're out there and doing it for the first time or second time or third time, if that thought ever goes through your head that, oh, I don't want to bug them, don't do that. That's what we're here for. We love helping out. So you got into this a little bit already. Why you joined Lifestyles. Anything else you want to add to that?
Sure. Just I didn't really have a good game plan for how I was going to generate income for the rest of my life and the rest of my family's life. And there was a couple things that happened in my corporate experience where it became obvious that my future was limited. Let's just put it that way. The pandemic politics, and then also a dozen reorgs, and I just got tired of looking over my shoulder. My neck is still sore from, dodging layoffs and reorgs and dealing with the tribalism of corporations. And I just want to call my own shots, so this is a way I can do that. It's very empowering.
Very nice. Yeah, I think that's a common experience, unfortunately. So tell us about the property. This is property number what?
This is my second house that I bought in Texas City on Danforth Drive. So it's pretty intimidating. The first house I bought was less to do, and I had more hand-holding, but the second one, this was a $60,000 rehab. And so fortunately, the GC that I was working with knew exactly what to do, and it turned out great. So
you say it was a $60,000 rehab?
It was a $60,000 rehab, more or less.
Yeah, just for reference, the median rehab in the Houston area right now is about $45,000 to $50,000. So this is just a little bit above that.
I guess one of the scariest things about it was the foundation work. I'd never had a foundation experience before, but looking inside the house and seeing a big mound of dirt in the living room and a big hole, with somebody inside of it, and I go, whoa, is that supposed to be what it looks like?
It's supposed to rack your nerves. Yeah. Anytime that they take a jackhammer to your foundation inside your living room, that's supposed to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah. So now I realize it's all part of the show. So
it's like, oh, that again. All right. So a little bit more about the rehab. It looks like a teardown, actually.
Yeah.
It looks like a very scary haunted house.
Yeah, you see that that sliding door. There was a window there, and then the entry point was to the left, where you see the bare wood. So they did a bit of rearranging, and I thought that was a nice improvement for sure.
It gave you options.
Yeah.
Very good. So here you have.
This is the disco room. Yeah. But they yanked all that out and put some nice paint and carpet in the bedrooms, and the kitchen work. I was really pleased with what they did for the money that we spent. We got a lot of improvement for sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful kitchen. Yeah. Very nice. All right, so let's go through the numbers. So after the rehab was done, it came in at a valuation of 208. Was that about where you were expecting it to come in at?
No, actually, the original hard money loan was, or the hard money appraisal was lower. So after we refied, we got a boost, and so that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that's a great day. That explains your cash out of pocket being so low. So it's 208 was the appraisal value, purchase price 88,000, rehab 60,000, other costs. Both those closings about a little over 17,000.
Right.
That's on the higher range of what we're seeing today, but it was a big loan. There's lots of factors to that. Equity capture a little over 42,000, cash out of pocket a little over 9,000. Cash on cash return, 48%. When you compare that to the savings accounts, that's what, that's a nice improvement, and that's
Definitely.
tax deferred, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then you have your 454% return on capital.
Yeah.
Let's give them a hand, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to get more deals like that. That one turned out pretty good.
Yeah. So in context, this is your other properties. This is property number 2.
That's right.
And it looks like you've been killing it.
Yeah,
So
not too bad.
So you can't make
And I
money
just got under contract yesterday on a 6th one. So
Yeah, and so you started buying after the interest rates had really started coming up.
yeah, that's right.
So this is what we're seeing, guys. This is what the market's offering. Look at these nice equity captures. Yeah, the cash flow is not what it was 4 or 5 years ago, but look, he just added $213,000 to his net worth,
Yep.
and almost $30,000 to his annual income.
Yep. I know my net worth has taken a hockey stick since I got involved in real estate. It took me like 43 years to make my first million, and then now, it's been only 3 years. I've already doubled my net worth. So this takes you to the next level.
Yeah, it's very powerful. So how has your perspective changed since starting all this?
It's rewired me. I'm not the same person I was before I got involved with this. So, and, my friends and relatives are feeling it too, because I'm sharing some of the information. And
Do they not believe you?
yeah, I think they're a bit skeptical, like most people would be, just a healthy amount of skepticism, but I'll just let the results speak for themselves.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, so short-term and long-term goals, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself retired. I want to be retired at 50. I'm turning 46 next month, so I'm just going to keep hustling and adding more single-family properties and possibly getting into a multifamily IRO deal if that deal comes my way. So, but what I'm doing is working. I'm just going to keep following that method.
Just keep chipping along.
I'm also in a passive deal, so I may pick up another few passive deals along the way as well. So
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's how I started too. When I finally did pull the trigger, I ended up getting into multifamily and single family in the same month, and went from 0 to 60 really quickly. So you didn't do this alone. A little shout out to your team.
that's right. It is definitely a team sport, and when you find a good group of people, I tend to stick with them. Loyalty is big for me. I used all of my mentors. Moon helped me find this property. He actually helped me find the property I just closed on yesterday. So, good resource. Corbett was the GC on the Danforth property. They did a great job. And then my finance team is Tim Bro with Amp Lending for conventional, and Kellen Rembert with Searchers Capital for hard money. So.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you did a good job of if one mentor couldn't answer your question or wasn't available, you went on to the next person.
Yeah, they're all very helpful.
So we act as a team. So don't think that you're assigned a mentor or that you can't talk to multiple. Don't shop for an answer that you like. I mean, we're all going to give you the same answer. But if someone's not available, if they're on vacation, if we don't know the answer, and we'll reach out to the team and get your answer addressed as quick as we can. So very good. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Wait, we do questions? Questions.
Okay, if memory serves me correct, it was a 3-1. We closed the garage in and turned it into a second bathroom, so it became a 4-2 after we were done. Yeah.
Another question?
Yeah. For this particular example, you had a little over $9,000 cash out of pocket, and you ended up with a house that was worth $205,000. How does that work with the two lenders for this specific example? Like, I'm just confused on how that can happen.
Well, he bought it for $88,000, right? And Chris will get into this. Chris will get into this weekend. And Saturday he'll go over single family. Sunday he'll go over multifamily.
Are you coming in this weekend?
I'm not a member yet.
Are you going to sign up?
I would encourage it.
Maybe. All right. Well, it comes down to financing. So the initial financing is called hard money. That's this guy right here, this hard money guy. He's going to give you money for the purchase and money for the rehab. Okay? So he's not looking at it in the decrepit condition that it's in right now. He's looking at it with rose-colored glasses on, saying, hey, when you fix it up and do this to it, it's going to be worth that much. And all of the financing is based on that after repair value. It's called an ARV, after repair value. Okay? That's how he's able to keep his cash out of pocket so low. Okay? And then that equity spread, you heard him talk about a refinance. So he goes in with hard money, then refinances out. He gets into a 30-year fixed mortgage, right? With a conventional lender, it's 75% loan to value, right? So there's still a 25% gap there. But he didn't have to put any more money in on that second refi, which means all that 25% gap is equity in that property. That as soon as he sells it, it's unrealized capital gain, right? So it's stuck there, right? And the fastest way to grow is to sell, right? The slow way to go is to wait, refinance, pull some out, and do it again, okay? So when you come in this weekend, after you sign up, right, you'll learn more in depth. Who's taken my seminar before? Anybody taken my seminar? Do I beat it into you? Yeah, I do, over and over and over again, right? Because we want you to understand what's going on. Great question.
I got a couple questions online. One is, can you go back to the overview slide of all the properties? We went through that real quick, and people online were not able to see it.
All right.
And kind
They
of,
want to know what happened to property number 5. Why is your cash flow so low? That's what everybody in here wants to know, right?
Well, I went to the back of the book on that property. And that was I don't want to say the F word because I might offend somebody, but I bought this house, and it was probably a little too expensive to fit the mold to get the right amount of cash flow. And so my plan for this house is to hold it for 12 months and, a year and a day and sell it. So
we don't, that word is flip, right?
yeah.
and the property that you showed, how long did it take to lease that property, to find a renter?
It already had a renter in it when I bought it.
It had a renter when
It was a very light rehab.
it was rented?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do we have other questions here? Gordon?
What is the span? What was the span from buying your first house to buying the sixth?
The
14 months.
Wow, nice.
So one every 2 or 3 months.
And that was with having a job
Yeah, I got a
and a wife
50-hour-a-week job,
and kids.
and I got side hustles, and I sleep in my spare time. Yeah.
Yeah, you and Hind would have a great company.
Yeah.
Hind bought 15 homes in 18 months, and she had 2 young kids, and crazy. And a full-time job.
That's awesome.
So I think I saw one more hand, but maybe not.
I'll ask the last question then. What would you tell the new folks in the room and online? Because you got a whole bunch more out there than fit here.
So look what I did. You can do it too. You just got to get started. And some of this is my type A personality. I'm kind of a hip shot guy, and I need to be structured with the right mentors and the process. So I would say don't go crazy, follow the process, but get started. That's what I'd recommend to everybody.
Yeah, and if you want to go fast, reach out to the mentors. How do I go fast? And we'll line it up for you.
Great job, Matt.
Thank you.
We'll have you back here in 15 more months.